Keir Starmer offers to help get Brexit done if Boris Johnson scraps plans to breach international law. So Keir Starmer has said Labour will back Boris Johnson's Brexit plans, provided he addresses substantial cross-party concerns over a plan to override parts of the Withdrawal Agreement. The Labour leader described parts of Mr Johnson's internal market bill, which the Conservative government has admitted breaks international law, as wrong, adding that public trust has been broken, along with the trust of our global partners. However, the Labour leader offered to give his backing to the legislation if the issues were resolved, insisting that both sides hunker down in good faith and break the logjam to ensure a Brexit deal is reached. The controversial legislation has generated opposition within the party, with veteran Conservative MP Sir Roger Gale saying on Friday that he was prepared to risk being thrown out of his party for rejecting the bill. Elsewhere, Tobias Ellwood, the Conservative chairman of the House of Commons Defence Select Committee, said he could not support the bill and that it is damaging brand UK. Addressing about 250 MPs on Friday evening, Mr Johnson said the bill was essential in order to avoid an economic barrier down the Irish Sea. Writing in the Sunday Telegraph, Sir Keir accused the Prime Minister and Conservative government of reigniting old woes. He urged Mr Johnson to get on with Brexit and defeat the virus, adding that this should be the government's mantra. Labour is prepared to play its part in making that happen, he said. If the government fixes the substantial cross-party concerns that have been raised about the internal market bill, then we are prepared to back it. But if they do not, and the talks collapse, then it is their failure and incompetence that will have let the British people down, he said. Senior Tories are tabling an amendment to the bill, which is due to be debated in the House of Commons on Monday. Ex-Prime Ministers Sir John Major, Theresa May and Tony Blair have all called on Mr Johnson to change the legislation. Writing in the Sunday Times, Sir John and Mr Blair united against the Prime Minister's plan, warning that that bill would threaten the Irish peace process, damage future trade negotiations and mar the integrity of the UK. It puts the Good Friday Agreement at risk, because it negates the predictability, political stability and legal clarity that are integral to the delicate balance between the North and South of Ireland that is at the core of the peace process, the two wrote. We both opposed Brexit. We both accept it is now happening. But this way of negotiating, with reason cast aside in pursuit of ideology and cavalier bombast posing as serious diplomacy, is irresponsible, wrong in principle and dangerous in practice. The letter continued, as the world looks on aghast at the UK, the word of which was once accepted as inviolable, this government's action is shaming itself and embarrassing our nation.